Well, thank you, Sims. And Neo Joshua Mabena is a professional musician that plays a soprano, alto, and tenor saxophones. Classically trained at the Music Academy of Gauteng, he has now become a composer and a band leader of a group called the Joshua Mabena Experience. Mabena's career as accolades include performing at major music festivals and sharing the stage with some of the big guns in the South African musical landscape. While he is here in studio with us to take us through just some of his musical notes, as well as shed light on his soon-to-be-released single titled Hymn for the Children. Now, it's great to have you in the studio. Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Let's start with your journey. Where would you say your love for music comes from, and how were you able to nurture that in order to reach the place that you are now?
It's very simple. It's just a matter of the positive energy that you need around you, you know, and get to put yourself in positive environments, you know, and get to people that they can actually guide you and actually, you know, mentor you into the right direction, you know, and eventually you get to the right place.
Yeah.
You know.
How did you discover your love for the sax? I mean, how were you exposed to this instrument and just music in general? Is it something that you grew up in the home? Was it something you were exposed to at school or the church? Tell us about that.
Actually, my mother, she's an opera singer, actually. So what happened is I went to a school of arts. I majored in visual arts. So actually music was not part of me at that time. So I only got interested in music like late grade 12.
Yeah?
Yeah, and that time it's brilliant, it's this, it's that. You know, and there's a friend of mine actually who actually inspired me to play a saxophone by the name of Siyabonga Zwane. But now he's based in Canada full time. You know, and he did a very, very, very huge role in my life, and I'm really grateful for that.
Speaking of, you know, people who have played a positive role in your life, let's talk about how you were musically trained also under the late Ntate Johnny Megwa. Speak to us about that experience.
Sure. It was a very challenging phase, you know, and get to be mentored by such huge people of caliber, you know. It's very amusing, you know, and you get to experience some of the things, and and you must actually listen to that, you know. And yeah, it's just too beautiful, you know. It's just too beautiful. Yeah.
Let's talk about the Joshua Mabena Experience. I mean, what is that all about? What inspired it?
I think it's a matter of you need to go through certain things. And
what are those certain things?
I can't disclose. I can't disclose, and you get to realize that I think this is I'm at a point in my life where I want to share my story, and sharing a story, it's you don't have to be verbally, but you can actually play something so that people can hear what you say, you know, and just to communicate through the universe, you know, and just to tell people, which, you know what, women have been killed. Children have been killed, you know. It's just a lot of things that are happening, you know. And writing music is the only thing how we can actually express ourselves.
And you're definitely one person who lets the music speak for itself. I know that you believe in the motto saying, if you've heard me play, you've heard me pray. There's something just so significant and moving about that.
Yeah. Yeah, it's my daily prayer, you know. It's my daily prayer that actually, if God has really called me to do this thing, He's going to make it a point for me to survive each and every day. Yeah.
Outside of the Joshua Mabena Experience, what other projects are you working on this year, going into next year? Because we are approaching the festive season now. A lot of people are going to start wrapping up what they do. But what else is in the pipeline for you?
We're busy with my EP, actually.
Yeah.
Which is in the pipeline. My single is dropping next month. And I've been working with the Johannesburg Youth Orchestra. Yeah, and it's quite a beautiful journey for now, you know, traveling in and out of the country. It's quite a beautiful experience.
And how do people connect with you and contact you for other bookings, or if people are trying to just keep up with where they can find you and see you performing?
At Mhlaswewu Entertainment, Facebook, they can find me there, Neo Joshua Mabena Experience. Instagram, it's Neo Joshua Mabena Experience. 55. Even the same thing on Twitter. It's Neo Joshua Mabena Experience. So yeah.
Oh no, thank you so much. We wish you all the best. Thank you so much for coming on the show.
I'm really honored.
And do come back after your EP and tell us how it's going. Okay?
Most definitely, I will. Thank you very much.
We look forward to that. Tonight, saxophonist Neo Joshua Mabena was our second music guest this morning, and he's been speaking to us about his journey in the country's music industry. Stay tuned to the program, as he certainly will be performing some of his hit songs right here on Morning Live. Here's a quick look, though, at some of the things that you can get up to over the course of this weekend for your entertainment and pleasure.